Howdy, y'all. Every week, we put together a list of 5 new single-issue comic books that we're super excited about and think that you guys will love, either because of entertainment value or potential monetary value for your comic book collection. I'm Brandon, and it's time for the new Comic Book Day Top 5. Okay, so before we get into things, if you haven't already done so, I'd greatly appreciate if you'd consider hitting that subscribe button. And if you enjoy our content, be sure to hit the bell. And if you could, leave a thumbs up and a comment on this video. We're giving away some really cool comic book prize packs at the 250, 500, 1,000, and 2,000 subscriber marks. But we'll get into that a bit later. So without further ado, here is about 20 to $30 worth of comic book goodness that you can indulge in this new Comic Book Day. Alright, so coming in at number 5, we have Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, issue number 1 of a 12-part maxi series written by Matt Fraction with art by Steve Lieber. I'm very excited for this book. It's promising a very weird look into the world of Jimmy Olsen, which I think is just always accidental craziness, and you couldn't ask for a better creative team than this. And they're making some pretty bold promises off the jump, promising to kill Jimmy at the end of this series. And I absolutely love the B cover on this book. Look at this thing. It's beautiful. Ben Oliver does an awesome job on this cover. I'm definitely picking up the B cover for this book. And I've had a chance to look at the preview. It looks like all sorts of weird and wonderful moments for Jimmy Olsen. So at number 5, it's Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen, number 1 from DC Comics. Alright, so next up at number 4, we have Silver Surfer Black, number 2 from Marvel Comics. Okay, so this story is absolutely firing on all cylinders right now. I really enjoyed issue number 1. Obviously, the speculator market went crazy with some of the stuff that came out from the script that got leaked on issue number 1. I think it's all made us a lot more excited about where this series is going to go. I don't even think I need to mention how awesome Tradd Moore's art on this title is, and I'm really excited to see where it goes. So at number 4, we have Silver Surfer Black, number 2 from Marvel Comics. Okay, so next up at number 3 is Immortal Hulk, number 21 from Marvel Comics. You know, every time I think I have my finger on the pulse of this series, something happens, like the events of issue 18, or issue 19, or issue 20, or probably issue 21, which is coming out tomorrow, and just blows my mind with this series. You know, if I'm not mistaken, this issue doesn't have the art of Joe Bennett in it, but it's just astounding to me how many issues of this series this creative team has been able to go non-stop almost, with very few fill-in issues. If for some reason you're not reading Immortal Hulk right now, I think you need to hop on this train and ride it as long as you can, because this has been a great book. It's now an Eisner Award nominee. It's beaten Batman every month in numbers for the last, 3 months? Can't wait to read it this week. Immortal Hulk 21 from Marvel Comics. Alright, so coming in at number 2 is Uncanny X-Men number 22. This is the last issue in Matthew Rosenberg's run, and you know what? I am absolutely looking forward to House of X and Powers of 10, but this book has been amazing for the last 2 years, and I have to say that I've enjoyed every moment of the Uncanny title under Rosenberg. This series has continued to ramp up and ramp up and ramp up and ramp up every single issue, and hopefully we finally get some payoff here, because man, is it frustrating sometimes, but in the best of possible ways. So at number 2, it's Uncanny X-Men number 22 from Marvel Comics. Alright, so at number 1, we have a book that we've been trying to find time on Quick Flip's Indie Comic podcast that we do every couple weeks to get into there in long form. I haven't had an opportunity to do so, and finally, when Paul and I were making this list for today, we said we gotta put it on. The final issue of Little Bird, issue number 5 from Image Comics. This book is 1 part adventure story, 1 part philosophical journey, and 1 part mind-bending sensory attack. I love this book on so many levels. Obviously, I love that it takes place in Canada. I love the questions that it asks. I love the questions it makes you ask. I think it's a really cool series, whether you're a fan of this sort of thing or not. I think you can find a home in your heart for Little Bird. I also think it's incredibly interesting that they don't want to collect this in trade, or at least not at this stage of the game. So get out. If you haven't been reading this book, go back to issue number 1, get your hands on the floppies, because it is a great mini-series with a lot to offer. I think despite the fact that it's borrowing ideas from a lot of different places, this particular mix is something really creative, and I really enjoy the character of Little Bird. I love when I can identify with a character that I pretty much have nothing in common with. So our number 1 pick this week is Little Bird, number 5 of 5 from Image Comics. There's so many things to consider when putting together these lists, whether it be low print runs and cool variants, great stories, first appearances, landmark issues. Maybe they're just really awesome books. No matter what kind of escape you're looking for, we always say you can find it in comic books. So get out to your local comic book shop or hit up explodingearths.com and dive into some of the best stories around. Let us know if you find something that you like on our list, and leave us your own reading suggestions in the comments below. We're giving away prizes at the 250, 500, 1,000, and 2,000 subscriber mark. For our first prize pack, we'll be giving away your choice of either Buffy the Vampire Slayer number 1 and 2, the Matt Taylor covers, or a trade paperback copy of Superman Red Sun. And all you have to do to be entered to win is subscribe to our channel, then like and leave a comment on any of the videos on this channel. And the best part is, every time you do that, it counts as 1 entry. So that's it for this week. We'll see you again next week with another top 5 list. But until then, have a happy new comic book day.